one, which would have tied the game and forced overtime. So, Shannon, what did you learn from the end of this game?
Jayson Tatum didn't call bank. Skip, if I know it's the first game, and I don't want to be overreact to just one game, but Skip, this should be concerning. If I get 87 from my big three, which is, Giannis, Chris Middleton, and Holiday. Giannis was 35 and 13. Middleton was 27 and 14, and Holiday was 25 and 6. So I got 87 points, 33 rebounds. I shot 14, made 14 threes. I was better from the floor. I out-rebounded this smallest Celtics team by 15, and I still lost. Skip, I don't. Not for one second. When Giannis went to the line, Skip, not for 1 second did I thought this game was going to overtime. Now, for 1 second, I was like, oh, man, Giannis got his thing. That wasn't KD or Steph or something. I didn't think for 1 second that this game was going to go to overtime. And he went up there and switched that first one, and I know everybody been walking, oh, yeah, he got this one. But did you see how short that thing came up on that second one? What I thought it was my TV. That was his knees knocking like that, Skip. I thought something was going on.
Barely drew.
Yeah.
Yep.
So for me, but look, Milwaukee's not going away. Giannis was sensational in the fourth quarter, 18 points in the fourth quarter. And they have a good team, Skip. But, man, when you get 87 points from your big three with 33 rebounds and you lose a game, but also, Skip, not to get off too much off topic, if I'm Boston, I'm not giving up Jaylen Brown or Jayson Tatum for James Harden, Skip. I'm just not. They're too young. They're too talented. And you got a situation, Skip, because they haven't been tainted or had someone, well, maybe they have, that had someone in there that's like, okay, I'm big time and I should get this, this, and this, have security, I got no problem with that, have my own training stuff, got no problem with that, but I'm gonna be late for meetings, hold the plane up, hold this and hold that up. They haven't been contaminated yet. I'm holding on to those guys. But this is gonna be, the East is gonna be a great conference this year, but Milwaukee, man, 87 and 33 and you lose, that's gotta be frustrating.
I would say. Okay, I saw it very differently than you did because I saw a Celtics team lead this game going into the fourth quarter 101-84 because of those kids you talked about who are still kids to me, but they've been around a while now. And so what my takeaway was from this game is it didn't change my view of the Celtics or Giannis in any way, shape, or form. It actually just reinforced both. I still don't see Jayson Tatum as a superstar, as that guy who can do that thing when you need it done. I don't see killer will. I don't see supreme clutchness from any of the younger Celtic stars. They're stars, but they're not superstars.
They're coming, Skip.
Okay, but the only one I say has got that dog in him is Marcus Smart, who happened to play 38 minutes last night and go 0 for 3 from the field. So he's got the makeup. He has the intangibles. He just doesn't have enough tangibles to go with the intangibles, right? Okay. So they're up 101-84. You have to close that deal fairly easily. And instead, they let Greek Freak go freak on him in the fourth quarter, as you point out. He got loose. He goes for 18. He makes 7 of 10 shots. They could not deal with him. He made 2 out of 4 from the three-point line in the fourth quarter.
You give him that. You give him that.
But when he makes a couple like that, you're like, uh-oh, here we go. And here they came. And Chris Middleton had a big fourth quarter with 10 more points. And so all of a sudden, they get in a position to perhaps win the game. And yet, Jayson Tatum has the ball, and he's been having a pretty tough time in the fourth quarter because he has taken 2 3-point shots and missed both of them badly.
Right.
And to your point, he missed this one badly because Giannis was all over him with that length of his.
Yes.
He lunges at him and makes him change his shot in sort of mid-shot, and he misses this thing by 3 feet left. And he misses it high off the glass, but it's so high off the glass, it drops straight through the bucket.
Yep.
He did not call glass. The bank just happened to be open, and he stumbled into the bank and took away a big deposit because it looked like that was the game winner, and it did prove to be the game winner, right? Okay, now let's go to Giannis. I felt like ball don't lie, because as lucky as that shot was, Giannis got a call that you shouldn't get at the end of a game. It's like a Hail Mary pass into the end zone at the end of an NFL game. You just let them play.
Right.
You don't call anything. Nobody calls anything.
Right.
And Tristan Thompson did impede him with his right arm. He sort of elbowed into him a little bit. Here it is. I don't know. I don't see it, but they gave Giannis this call. He pushed him a little bit right there, but the ball was already gone. I don't know. I don't see it. I wouldn't have called it. But he got the quote-unquote makeup call because obviously Jayson didn't call bank. So ball didn't lie. Ball said, okay, Giannis, we give you a reprieve. We send you to the the free throw line. And the first guy I thought of was your man, LeBron James.
He'd have made both of them.
This is his worst nightmare.
He'd have made both of them.
Standing there all alone at the free throw line. You're completely solo. You have no help. You have no excuse. It's just you and the rim from 15 feet away. And it's going to be sink or swim. And you better sink both of them to go to overtime. And I do not believe LeBron would have made those free throws, because he is the worst superstar late game, close game free throw shooter in history. And as I told you the other day...
You're probably right. In a situation like that, because it's not the playoffs, we need it to be magnified. We need to be times 10.
Okay. I told you the other day that since he's come into the league in that situation, late game, close game, he's missed 15 free throws. He's 21 of 36, which is just horrible. These are game closers.
Hold on. How we get on LeBron? We talking about Giannis.
Well, I was just saying, you said he would have made those, but I don't think he would have made those. And by the way, he has 15 misses. That's 7 more than the next on the list, J.R. Smith. So the point is, Giannis and LeBron both have one, to me, sort of quote-unquote fatal flaw as far as greatness is concerned, and that is you have to make clutch late free throws. All the great ones could make their free throws in the beginning of the game or the end of the game. And they're both... Giannis is a career 72% free throw shooter, but his problem is the last 4 years in a row, he has sunk in free throw percentage. Yeah. He had 77% 4 years ago, which is, okay, here we go. That'll work. Yeah. And all of a sudden, he dipped all the way to 63% last year. LeBron is a 73% career, which is not bad, but he was 69% last year. Not good. Not up to his standards as you call him the GOAT.
Right.
Okay, so here comes Giannis. Down, down, down. And again, you do have, I know it was a short off season, but these are things that are fixable to me. You can fix your free throw shooting if you work hard enough. Does he work hard enough? I have no idea. Do you if you need some sort of shot doctor counseling, if you need some sort of therapy on your free throw shooting, if you need an analyst to help you with your concentration or your routine as you set up. But there was no way he was going to make the second free throw, and he almost airballed it.
Well, Skip, I think the thing is, because there's so much for him to work on his shot, he's got to get a mid-range. He's got to get better from the three. He's got to get better at posting up. And so he got to get better at the free throw. So normally, guys, they're pretty good at a lot of different things, and they don't have to work on everything. They pick one particular thing and work extensively on that. But because he's deficient in so many offensive areas, Skip, what the hell is he going to just work on? He works on his three, and then now his free throw percentage, free throws go neglected. What about his mid-range game? So basically, he's going to have to, he just have to work on a lot of different areas, basically from the three-point to the free throw.
I got it. And look, I know in perspective, Shaquille O'Neal was a lousy free throw shooter at 7 feet. What is he, 1 inch tall?
Yes.
And we know Dwight has struggled notoriously from the free throw line. We can go back to Wilt Chamberlain and all the really tall guys. So I'll put Giannis in that category, even though he's not quite set with, what do we call him, 6'11"?
Yeah, 6'11",
There is a 7-footer in Philadelphia, and we're going to talk about him versus Russell Westbrook next. But what I love about Joel Embiid, his saving grace for all of his antics off the floor that I don't love, he can make his free throws at, what do we call him, 7 feet tall?
Yeah.
He's 7 feet. 2 years ago, he shot 80%. Last year, he upped it to 81%. And last night, in their opener, he made 8 out of 9. He is really good because it looks right from the free throw line. He has a nice form and touch.
Normally, as the guys get bigger, the free throw percentage come down. It's an anomaly. You know, Kareem was a good free throw shooter. Yao Ming was an excellent free throw shooter. But normally, the bigger guys, Skip, maybe their hands are too big or whatever it is, Skip, their form they just struggle from the free throw line.
Okay, and that could be LeBron also. Hands are just too big, and you can't quite get the right feel and motion.
Well, Kawhi making his free throw, but that's okay.
He does. He makes them. He's 85%.
But you need to leave LeBron out of this. LeBron, LeBron would have. We've already been there. We've seen LeBron make those free throws. You saw him in the NBA Finals, right? NBA Finals, he made a free throw that put him up by 4 and closed it. Shut it down.
Did he have to make one to force overtime? No.
We made the block that would have won them the game.
Okay. After Kyrie made the shot that won.
That was before the shot.
The block was a bicycle built for two. He got help from J.R. Smith, who cut Iggy off at the pass and made him pull up and shoot a layup instead of dunking it. Thank you.
So, in other words, to make a long story short, you feel exactly the same this morning as you felt going into last night. The Celtics are who they are, the Milwaukee are who they are, and you don't have confidence in Giannis.
I don't have big confidence in Giannis in the biggest moments. That he is the classic superstar. He is obviously, when you're winning MVPs back-to-back and you're defensive player of the year, you're a superstar.
Yes.
Do you trust him when it really matters? No. You do not.
But
what's happened the last 2 playoffs? Shrank.
But and another thing, how do you even get that when your guys got these kind of numbers? How the hell are you even down 17?
Good question. Okay, and I give you respect for you fought all.
Go.